REED-BBS, BBS. Abdullah Mason improves to 22-0, 18 KOs, with a 12th round stoppage of Prince Albert Bell, making the first defense of his WBO lightweight championship. Over 9,000 were in attendance to watch the Cleveland native Abdullah Mason against Toledo's Prince Albert Bell. Abdullah was picked apart and outboxed for the first half of the fight. Bell's long jab, stiff jab, and counters. Bell's long, stiff jab and effective counters kept Abdullah Mason honest. Surprisingly, Bell had better hand speed and was faster, twitchier than Abdullah Mason. He was more athletic than him. And the first half of the bout was absolutely fought at an Albert Bell pace, tempo, and temperament. Bell went from saving the show as a last-minute replacement for Joe Cordina to stealing the show on the verge of upsetting the best young hot prospect, young champion in boxing, Abdullah Mason. All the while, Abdullah's best work was being done to the body. He made a constant investment in the body, and slowly but surely, it started to pay dividends. Abdullah finally had a moment in the 7th. He hurt Bell in the 8th, and I don't know if it was a combination of the body work or fatigue or inactivity, but Bell, he hit a wall, it seemed, and all of a sudden, he couldn't do anything right. Bell very much looked like a vehicle that was 20 miles away from the gas station with only 15 miles of fuel in the tank. Momentum had drastically shifted by the 7th, 8th round, and then it dawned on us, Bell's never fought 12 rounds before. Then you started to notice that Bell's nose was bleeding constantly, and he would later go on to admit that he was pretty sure his shit was broken, and it affected his ability to breathe, which all led to fatigue. Bell started doubling over and shit and wincing in pain from the body shots in the 9th. And it dawned on me, hey, it's the 4th of July. What's better on the 4th of July than ribs, right? Well, Abdullah was serving up ribs for Albert Bell, his own ribs. The investment to the body was finally paying off. We would later learn that Abdullah was ahead going into the 12th round, but he didn't know that. And you gotta love the urgency that the young man fought with. He jumped on Bell immediately. As soon as they touched gloves, he was right on him and got him out of there effectively. Now, keeping it a buck, it was stopped prematurely. But I would have liked to have seen a third knockdown, just being honest. But I think that third knockdown was coming because Bell was hurt, he was fucked, he couldn't breathe. And most importantly, Abdullah Mason was not about to let him off the hook because he wasn't sure if he was winning the fight or not. Many may look at this and say, oh, controversial stoppage. Oh, you had to come from behind. Abdullah Mason was exposed. I think it'll prove to be a valuable learning experience for just a 22-year-old to show that he could dig deep, to think he was behind, and still pull it out. Not sure what's next for Abdullah Mason, but it'll be fun watching him, whatever those plans are. On the DAZN undercard, Shu Shu looked like doo-doo. No, I'm just playing. It wasn't that bad. Shu Shu didn't look good, though, but he didn't look like doo-doo. He won a unanimous decision. He got clipped with a rabbit punch and went down again for the second fight in a row. He got caught high to the head against Castro and went to the canvas. Gets hit to the side of the head or to the back of the head, this time by Palacios, and goes to the canvas. We need to look at Shu Shu and them shots high and towards the back of the head. I mean, a rabbit punch is a rabbit punch, but still, brother going to the canvas more and more, it seems. Let's watch out for that. Tiger Johnson won a unanimous decision over the previously undefeated Christopher Guerrero. Johnson, 2020 U.S. Olympian, probably more famously known for his YouTube interviews and guys he sparred and whatnot. He needed a win like this on a high-profile card in his hometown of Cleveland also. He's got some promise. It wasn't a stars-born type of performance, no world-beater type of shit, nothing awe-inspiring or jaw-dropping. But he's got some good skills. You can see his pedigree, his Olympic pedigree. He's not a powder puff puncher. He don't have like power like that, but he throws everything hard, which I like. He's a 1-2 specialist, real hard, stiff jab, and he puts mustard on that right hand, even though he doesn't have all that much power again. But he's throwing that shit hard. And in the DAZN opener, I thought Scooter Davis lost his fight. I didn't think he deserved the win that he got. Carlos Ramos with 4 losses, with a 1-2-1 record coming into this fight. Yeah, he beat Scooter Davis to me. Subscribe, comment, remember sharing is caring. Love, tap, and or bitch slap that like button for your boy. And shout out to the homies at FightBeat.com. Can you step to this? REED-BBS, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Televisión. Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.